And welcome back to another episode of Potation Chronicles. I am your host, Brian.
I am the co-host. My name is Cisco. Welcome.
We're live. We're trying video for the first time.
Yes.
I don't know how it'll look, but if it looks ridiculous, I guess we'll just have to fine-tune it for the next time.
Yeah. And if we look pretty retarded, then we'll just do the audio.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe people will want to see what we look like.
That's true.
We do these late at night, though, so we're not looking our prime.
Yeah, that's the reason why. Well, guys, this is episode 2 of Potation Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do we have on the menu tonight?
Tonight, we are drinking a beer that is not from one brewery. It is from 2 breweries.
2 breweries?
That's correct. It is a collaboration between Stone and Modern Times.
Well, it looks like a 80s video game.
I like the label.
Very 8-bit. Okay.
Would you call it 8?
8-bit.
Like in 7, 8, 9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
8-bit.
Yeah, dude. What's the name of the beer?
It's called Wizards and Gargoyles. Hazy Coffee IPA.
Yes, I would like to note that this is following a theme that we're seeing already. In only episode 2. Episode 1, we talked about the label having that 20-face die that you would probably get in you'd see in the Dungeons and Dragons game.
Some people are going to get really mad at us and they're like, it's totally not true. These guys have no idea what they're talking about.
That's
Dungeons
true.
and Dragons.
I don't know. My only knowledge of Dungeons and Dragons comes from Stranger Things. So that says I don't know very much. But I remember them using die. And now this one's called what? Gargoyles and Dragons?
Wizards and Gargoyles.
Wizards and Gargoyles. It's along the same lines.
I've been very skeptical of what Stone's been putting out the past few years.
Yeah.
I feel like their quality has just kind of plummeted a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's exciting to see that they've partnered with Modern Times, who, by and large, puts out pretty good stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was thinking when I was thinking about before we started recording this episode, and in light of doing the first episode, I was wondering, I wonder how big, the craft beer community and the, the community, of gamers and, somewhat, nerd likings, you know what I'm saying? I wonder how often those intersect.
Well, I think we're definitely seeing it here.
Right? Because I'm maybe they're, much more connected, these subcultures, than I ever knew about.
Well, I think we should crack it open.
Do it.
Cisco.
Okay.
You do it. You do it. Nice. First one's free, guys.
Yeah. And the fact that it's a hazy and a coffee beer, it's pretty weird. Got to say,
I don't know what to expect from it at all.
when I picked it up from the shelf, I was like, oh, wait, what? A hazy and coffee? So we'll see here.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect from that one.
I'm trying to figure out how to pour this so that they can hear it, but not pour beer on your microphone.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Because last time I poured it on myself.
Yeah. I think just kind of hold it back here to the side.
That's a good idea. I could turn my body.
Yeah, you can scoot your chair back a little more if you want. Yeah.
Smells good.
Yeah?
It's very good. Wow.
Well, first impressions, just by looking at it, I couldn't tell you that it was brewed with coffee.
Yeah. Like, wait, what? Like roasted coffee?
That is more vibrant, I think, than our previous beer. Definitely a hazy. I don't know if you guys can see this, but probably just looks like a bunch of light.
I never pour you as much as I pour myself. So
Is that on purpose?
yeah. I'm just trying to preemptively cut you off.
Well, that head looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's cloudy, like you'd expect from a hazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I've just never noticed.
Yeah, usually
hazies all usually have a pretty, like, foamy, thick head.
Yeah, it's foamy, but like the color, like you can see that orange, but it's also like cloudy.
Yeah.
Like it's not a super translucent.
Well, believe it or not, I smell hints of coffee in there. It's very light, and it gets lost a little bit within the hops, but it's there.
I am picking up something different along with the hops. Okay, first sip.
Wow.
Whoa.
That is bananas.
Wow.
Not like actual taste of bananas, but
That took me for a ride.
it's still taking me for a ride.
You're still going?
Still going.
Okay. I like it.
It almost wants to fool you because it's an IPA, giving you like the piney, almost bitterness of the hops.
Yeah.
But it's from coffee. To me, the bitters that I'm tasting are almost from like coffee, not from
Hops.
Not from hops.
Dude, this
Pretty
is
tasty.
This is good. It's very good. I've never had a hazy coffee IPA.
Who do you think initiated it?
Okay, so I was reading the bottle and it says that it's a collab, but the bottling was done by Stone. So it seems like they did more work. So I don't know. Did they initiate it, or is that like they got the short end of the stick and had to do more work?
I just wonder who was like, hey, let's throw some coffee in a hazy.
Oh, well, okay. Who? I'm pretty sure that decision was made by Modern Times.
Yeah?
Well, because they brew coffee now, like along with beer. Or they roast coffee, I should say. Do they roast coffee? They sell coffee. Pretty sure they roast it themselves, too.
Well, let's pull it up here. Wizards and Gargoyles. I want to see what other people rated it. Actually, I feel like we should rate it before we look at what people rated it.
It's a good idea.
Yeah?
So, last time we used the category of label. We used taste.
Presentation. Oh, taste.
Taste. And what was the other one?
I think we did like ABV.
Oh, okay. Which we haven't hammered out.
Yeah, you know what? I don't even know how that would go as a rating.
Yeah, that'd be kind of hard.
Because like, it's totally a 5 because it's got 8%. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah. Well, what would a 6% look like?
Exactly.
A 3.5.
We'd have to figure out an equation, and it's too late to do that.
Dude. We'll need to get somebody from Dungeons and Dragons to help us out with that.
Yeah. They could roll a 20-face die. Be like, oh, you know what?
Let's see. It tastes a little sweeter that next time around. Tasted a little sweeter to me.
This time I got less coffee.
Really?
Yeah. But you know what the coffee I think is doing? It's like rounding it off at the very end for me.
I have an aroma in my mouth, like if I took a sip of coffee like a minute ago.
It's very creative. I almost didn't want to buy it because they were like crossing things that I like.
Yeah.
Like, you know me, like I don't like my sweet with my meat. Like it needs to be eaten at separate times.
How about you explain that for people that don't know what you're talking about already?
When I say my meat, I'm referring to the meat like tri-tip and steak, not any other kind of meat.
Mm.
And the sweet would be referring to like maple syrup,
Like jelly.
Like hot jelly or spicy jelly. Like those are kinds of things that I would prefer to have at different times, you know?
I'm curious, have you tried those sweet jalapenos from Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
You like those?
No.
Really?
I think they're nasty.
I had them in a breakfast burrito I made one time. And they were shining in that burrito because I don't know what it was. It was like a hint of spicy.
Yeah.
But it almost took like all these savory flavors, and then it was just curveball.
See, like I think
hint.
candied bacon is like a sin. Like you're messing up candy and you're messing up bacon in one food.
Those are fighting words to some people, dude.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah. Is there candle dying over there? Looks pretty faint. Everything's got to die at some point.
Yes. So see, I was thinking like I don't want coffee in a hazy IPA. Hazy IPA.
Hazy?
A hazy IPA.
Hazy, mate. Yeah. It's a pretty good hazy IPA.
Yeah, it's got some nice coffee notes.
It's pretty well round out. Yeah. I reckon it's a good beer, mate. It's a good one.
It's tasty.
So, can we let me pull up the information here.
Okay.
On how this beer was.
First, let's rate it. Okay, so presentation out of 5.
I mean, it's creative, but
It is.
Is it something that you would want to display on a shelf if it was brand new? Maybe.
Not really. Maybe I'm just not old enough to appreciate 8-bit.
Yeah. I think there are people that are seriously nostalgic about 8-bit.
Right.
And to those people,
that might be a 5.
Super 5. Regardless, it's clean. I mean, my personal opinion of whether I like the graphics or not is one thing, but looks good.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 4.
I think a 4 for me too.
Yeah.
Okay. Taste?
The taste, I feel like a 5. Let me rephrase this. I feel like a 1 out of 5 rating is not justifiable for taste in different beers. I think you got to go from 1 to 10.
Dang, but that just throws everything. Well, I guess not necessarily. We could do that. We can make 1 out of 5 and then 1 out of 10.
Yeah. We make the rules.
Right.
Not the listeners. Unless they send in suggestions. And
yes.
We come to realize that they're better than ours.
So until then, we're doing it out of 10.
Yeah. So let me get another sip here before we... I like how I feel like I'm almost drinking orange juice. But then halfway through, the experience of tasting orange juice just goes away. And it's like I just had a sip of coffee in the morning. Yeah. It's very strange.
I like it.
It's good. With that being said, it's very well rounded. It's a full-bodied hazy. I would give this a taste of... Here's the thing. When I give something a 10, I'm almost trying to decide if it's something that I would like, or I would definitely drink this every day, or if it's something that just tastes so good and the taste is like on point, regardless if I would drink it every day or not.
Right.
Like maybe something like this I wouldn't drink every day.
Sure.
because sometimes I just want like a crispy, fruity, hazy IPA
Yeah.
without coffee.
You don't want to think about it. You just want.
Yeah, I just want like, you don't drink orange juice thinking, I hope it tastes like coffee.
Sure.
So it has its place.
Yes.
And the way they did it was really well done. I think it's good. And taste, man,
Can we do 0.5s?
man, people are gonna tear us apart. What the hell? What do you mean 0.5? What is this? What's this 7.5?
That's the one I was thinking.
Yeah?
It's like not good enough to be an 8, but it's also better than a 7.
I agree with you. It's
Right?
a 7.5.
Yeah. If we could do 0.5s, I'd say it's a 7.5.
Okay. I agree.
Is it
Stamped.
stamped?
7.5.
It's above average, for sure.
What else? I feel like there's something else we got to rate this. We didn't have time this morning to get together and talk about it.
No. Okay, so
But-
we've done taste, we've done presentation. What else is there? I don't know. Like,
Ooh, let me ask you this. What is a good beer that you like by Stone?
the one that's coming to mind is they did one recently that was like it was Chinese influenced, and I think they had I think it was white tea. So they did a white tea hazy IPA. And it was really good.
White tea.
White tea.
Where'd you get that?
I bought it at Trader Joe's. But they had it at a few places I saw. But it was really good.
What about Modern Times?
I gotta say, I got burnt out from them.
Yeah.
I had a few of their beers, and then they all tasted like almost the same to me after a while. So I was just like, why am I going to get another one if I know what it's going to taste like?
I feel like we're living in it's a pretty cool era where a lot of microbreweries started.
Mm-hmm.
Even 4 years ago, the game was a lot different.
Mm.
But now there are so many microbreweries. And even in places like Mexico, they're starting to pop up everywhere.
Mm.
And some really good beers. In Mexico, what's cool about Mexico is that they have a whole different list of ingredients and cuisine that they can incorporate into their beers.
Like chili.
Like chili peppers, like mole, which is like a lot of like chocolatey and cinnamon and like nutty flavors.
Pretty interesting.
So their stouts that they've been rolling out, I got to try a few, and they're pretty good.
Mm.
I tried an imperial stout that I'm not kidding. I was like, this tastes almost like an old Rasputin.
Mm.
And an old Rasputin used to be like my go-to. It's not crazy expensive. It's like a super affordable go-to imperial stout.
Yeah.
And I had this beer in Mexico thinking, it's just going to be some like wannabe imperial stout.
Mm.
And it blew me away. Joseph, too. Joseph had it, and he's like, whoa. And Joseph's my brother-in-law, by the way. And he really enjoyed it. I did, too.
What was the name of it?
I want to say it was called Dos Aves.
Dos. What does that mean in English?
Dos Aves. What's an ave?
It's a bird, right?
A bird, yeah.
It's like a fancy bird.
Yeah. 2 birds, 2 sparrows, would you say?
Mm.
Not a sparrow.
Not a sparrow.
It's not really specific.
It's an uncommon bird. Like from what I've been told, an ave is like your national bird. Like you can't just call it a bird. It's got to be like, a special name.
Yeah, I'm interested in what it was called. Dos Aves.
If you're in Mexico, go look it up. Dos Aves.
Yeah, serious suggestion. Cervecería Dos Aves. Mexican craft beers. Mm. They only deliver to Mexico.
Boo.
Check out their logo.
That's sick. It's like a crane.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Crane. It's in San Miguel de Allende.
Ooh, I like that guy.
It's where they filmed Once Upon a Time in Mexico with Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually won a bunch of medals.
Nice. Mexican medals or like international?
I don't know. They won the 2019 Copa Cerveza del Mundo Maya.
Oh, okay. So like a Centroamericano kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. Dude, they've won a ton of stuff.
Good for them.
It's just a list of like awards that they've won.
All their accolades.
Yeah, good for them.
Nice.
But yeah, it's their Imperial Stout.
Cool. Wake up, dude.
I don't know why, dude.
You're drinking coffee.
They
right
have
now.
a barley wine.
Oh, yeah.
They have an Imperial IPA.
Okay. So we're going to play a game.
Is it
So-
game time, dude?
Game time.
Game time, dude? Where is this? Where is it?
Mi gente.
So, what game are we going to play?
Guantanamera. Listen, we're going to play. If this beer were an animal, it would be blank.
Mm.
And you got to give the reasons as to why.
I've never had a sip of beer and thought of an animal before.
Right? It gets your creative juices flowing.
There's so many things to base this off of.
Right. The label.
Yeah.
Already giving you hints. And it doesn't have to be a real creature.
A gargoyle.
This is not what I would imagine a gargoyle tasting like, though.
Oh. So the animal that it reminds you of is what that animal would taste like?
Yeah, like...
Or the taste and the overall appearance of the beer would, in some ridiculous way.
Look, dude, you can't put hard rules to, like...
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Something.
Like,
Okay.
however you arrive at an animal,
Let's see here.
that's the animal.
I would say raccoon. A raccoon.
I immediately thought of raccoon piss. Like, this is what raccoon piss would taste like.
That's not a very good verdict on the beer.
Why a raccoon?
It's just mischievous. It's like a bait and switch.
Okay.
I don't know. It's up at night.
Yeah,
Coffee.
I can see that.
And they're just bitter creatures, dude.
They have attitude. Yeah.
They're sassy.
Yes.
So I don't know. That's what I would go with.
Okay.
Raccoon.
Raccoon.
I'm sticking to it.
I like it.
Are you gonna get something, or are you gonna just go with raccoon as well?
I think it's gonna be hard for me to get another one.
Yeah, I feel
Let's-
like you can only kind of have one go at it before
Yeah.
you're just like, oh,
Like totally swayed.
where's this going?
Yeah.
All right, let's play a game of Would You Rather.
Okay.
So, Cisco,
Yes.
would you rather? Would you rather have every song you ever listen to for the rest of your life be played by Nickelback, regardless of what song it is?
Wait, like Nickelback genre, or are they just like
Nickelback band
okay?
doing every single song that you'll ever listen to for the rest of your life, or even previous songs that you've ever listened to,
What in the world?
or every movie you ever watch from here on out, even old ones, that all star Nicolas Cage.
Ooh. Yikes. I'd say Nicolas Cage, dude, for sure.
Really?
I mean, I feel like the reason I say that is because I feel like, for me, like I think music is much more like varied. You know,
Okay. You enjoy music more than you do movies?
maybe
I would say you do.
I'd say that's accurate. And it's not only that. I feel like my taste in music is just like pretty far in between. You know, because I'm listening to like socialist, like folk singers like from like Chile and Argentina and like
Yeah.
in the 70s, and to hear like that I would have to be done by Nickelback. Like, oh my goodness. You know? Or like when I listen to like Tibetan throat singing done by Nickelback, that would be horrendous.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Whereas if I had like a rom-com or like a suspense movie or an action movie done by Nicolas Cage, I feel like, okay, you know.
Just think about your favorite movie. What's your favorite movie? Or one of?
One of
Just any movie you really like a lot.
Rush Hour.
Replace Jackie Chan with Nicolas Cage.
Oh my god. Does he dress up like Jackie Chan though?
No, what do you mean dress up like it?
Like,
Just like a...
does he act like
a
an
suit?
Asian, like a dude from Hong Kong?
Ooh, let's make it extra cringy, yeah.
Oh.
He actually is trying to act the way that Jackie Chan would try to act in that movie.
That would be hilarious, dude. I think that would make it like 10 times more funny.
I don't know, dude.
Maybe I'd get over it after like the second time.
What about... Whiplash.
Oh, dang. I do like that movie.
Nicolas Cage is a drummer, dude.
Ugh.
I don't know. I think in your shoes, I would still pick
Music.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
For me, probably have to be the same.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's so much good music out there.
Yeah.
Look at this photograph.
Imagine.
I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
No. It's just there's too much of a wide variety of music. Sorry, Nickelback.
It's a shame. Just when the world was starting to like him. Not. I don't know. I'm sure. I'm sure they're big because people enjoyed them.
Yeah. They had their place in history.
I was never one of them.
Really? Never? Like none of their songs?
No, dude. I never listened to a song by Nickelback where I was like, oh, these guys are good. I want to hear more.
These guys are hilarious.
There are so many different bands where Spotify will just kind of pop on some random song. And I'm like, ooh, that was really good. That's a good song. Let me hear that again. Or I save it, and the next time I hear it, I'm like, these guys are good. I want to hear more of what they got.
Sure.
So I check them out. that never happened with Nickelback.
Yeah, I can agree. I will say that they did have like a very distinct sound, mainly their vocals, right? Like the dude's vocals is like very distinct, almost like evocative of like Pearl Jam and like the kind of 90s
Mm.
grunge.
Yeah.
But it was distinct from that category too. So I will give them that. They did have like their sound, and people liked it for a couple years.
They had the run.
Yeah. I'm not disappointed that we don't still listen to them, but
But I'm sure, even though they've stopped making music, Nicolas Cage will keep making movies.
oh yeah. I don't understand why.
Dude, he's just, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what happened. I enjoyed him in National Treasure. I know a lot of people didn't, but that movie still like was enjoyable. The first one.
I don't even remember that there was a second one.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, anyways,
Cool.
I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write a list of different games that we can play.
Yeah.
We'll make them real interesting. Or for the people that listen, we'll have them send
Their answers and rationales. I want to know why.
their ideas. Yeah, it'll be good. Well, what's your verdict on this beer? Would you buy it again?
Probably not. Only because, well, I don't know. Maybe if I wanted to like, like share it with somebody. Like, dude, have you ever had a hazy IPA with coffee? In that regard, maybe. But at the same time, it's not a very distinct hazy IPA where it's like, oh, like, who knows though? But right now, I don't imagine myself like craving this like exact flavor of hazy because I feel like it's so similar to like other hazies I've had, even though it has coffee.
You know what it is? It's like and you're not going to agree with me because you don't like this anyways, but Slater's 50/50 has a peanut butter and jelly bacon cheeseburger. Here we go.
Sweet and meat.
The fact that I'm sure everyone goes there and reads the menu and goes, that's disgusting.
Yes.
A peanut butter and jelly bacon cheeseburger. Like those things are delicious separately. And pulling off an audacious move of putting them together
Yes.
is high risk. It's very high risk, right? Because who doesn't love a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah.
And who doesn't love a good cheeseburger? Especially, ladies and gentlemen, when Slater's 50/50 has patties with a 50% ground beef and 50% ground bacon ratios.
Amen.
That's heavenly.
Yeah.
Whoever put those two together and said, you know what, I'm going to open a restaurant. Kudos.
You know who it was? Probably San Miguel de Allende.
Dude, that's a city, bro.
And a guy.
I don't even know who that guy is. San Miguel. He sounds like he's got very nice hair, though.
Yeah.
Like Lassie.
Slightly curly.
Slightly. Semi, like, shiny.
Yes. That's what I was thinking, actually.
Like he's like
not oily,
not
but
like
just like
not like dirty, but like
conditioned.
like natural oils in his hair that make it like shiny.
Glisten. Yeah.
And he's got a really, really good looking
Nose.
mustache.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Well, a nose too.
Yeah, I feel like he's got to have like a pretty predominant like nose. Because that's like territory of like curly hair. Curly hair, like and the big nose. It's like they go hand in hand.
Bro, are you talking about the Jewish community, dude?
No, San Miguel de Allende.
I was gonna say, dude.
I got a schnoz on me, dude. I'm not Jewish.
You know, I think I have part Jewish in me. I'm not kidding. I have part Jewish.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe San Miguel was Jewish then. Who knows?
And I have wavy hair.
Yeah.
It's like wavy on the verge of being curly,
Yeah.
but it's if I let it grow out.
So back to Slater 50/50.
Yeah. Where was I going with this?
So you were saying, you said it's like Slater 50/50.
Yeah. Okay, so they pull off an audacious move, and you're like, wow. Now, this is why I said you weren't going to agree with me, because when I actually tried it, and I was like, I'm going to go out on a limb and try this burger.
Mm.
And my wife and I tried it, and I was like, wow, they pulled it off. This tastes good. Would I buy it again? Probably not. Just because I really love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Uh-huh.
And I really love cheeseburgers
Yeah.
separately.
Sure.
This is the same thing. I really love hazy IPAs. I don't want to say I love coffee. I like coffee.
Yeah, you don't love coffee.
Don't go there, dude. Don't do this to me right now.
We'll explain to the listeners one day why you don't get to say you love coffee.
One day. I've lost that privilege.
Maybe in episode 3.
I don't know, dude. It's gonna have to wait till like 40 or something. Yeah.
Okay, while
But
you
that-
were...
but, that- but that's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Hazy, delicious.
Yes.
Coffee, it's delicious.
Yes.
A hazy IPA with coffee, they
Not
pulled
yet.
it off.
Yeah,
They pulled it off. That's why we give him a 7.5 out of 2.
that's true.
Right?
That's true.
It wasn't garbage in a can.
No.
We're not going back to get your money. But go ahead.
I will say, if they were able to incorporate and execute just as well this beer with more coffee, then maybe it would be a higher rating. Because I think the reason I'm not like, because I feel like the coffee's dissipated a bit.
Dissipated.
Yeah, I feel like I had it in the first sip, and then now it's kind of gone. Now it's like, oh man, it's just a regular hazy. Another thought I had when you were explaining about Slater 50/50, like, can you imagine, like, if I had to listen to rap music from the 90s done by Nickelback?
2-pack.
2-pack. Can you imagine how horrible that would be? It's like, oh my goodness, I wouldn't like rap anymore. I think I just might like give up music altogether if that were
Yeah.
my reality.
Every song by Coldplay just replaced by Nickelback. God help us.
Yeah,
That'd be terrible.
that would be really bad.
What about all the good oldies, dude, from the 80s, from the 70s? What if the Beach Boys were Nickelback?
What would you do about his like Spanish music? Like they would be singing in Spanish, or would it just be
Yeah,
English?
like
Oh,
them,
gosh.
like with a heavy American accent,
Eesh.
trying to sing in Spanish. Suavemente. What's that popular song? It blew up. Despacito, dude.
Oh my god!
Nickelback.
I think
Rolling out Despacito.
so many things would die. Like there would be no more dancing. Like dancing would just be like, oh, we used to do that.
It would be a nuclear bomb to our culture. It would destroy so many lives.
That's true. That's funny.
But then again, imagine Pirates of the Caribbean with Nicolas Cage.
See, but the thing is he can't play every role. He said starring.
Starring, dude. Which means he's like, not, maybe I said that wrong. He's the main actor.
Yeah. which is starring.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's the main actor.
Mm.
So the person that gets that role the most in that movie is Nicolas Cage.
Sure.
Till you die. He'll live till you die.
That's true.
That's the kind of world that I'm talking about.
Yeah. See, but the thing is, I don't need to watch a movie. Like, I like watching movies.
It's not just movies; it's TV shows too, dude.
But again, like, I don't need to watch things. Like, that's like a luxury that I give myself.
Okay,
But to get through the day, like, I need music.
I get you.
know?
I respect that.
Like, it serves purposes.
100%. I understand what you're saying. Mm.
Okay, I just got some coffee. Flavors.
Yeah.
But again, it's
Now
not
that it's
enough.
warmed up a little bit, or what? It tastes different when it's warm. It smells like coffee when it's warm. Open your mouth when you breathe it.
Okay. Got a little bit.
I feel like I'm smelling coffee beans in one nostril and then like an orange peel on the other hand, on the other nostril.
Not bad. Not bad.
Well, that was good. It's interesting.
That was
Thank
a
you,
good one.
Stone and Modern Times, for taking us along for a ride.
Yes.
That was
That was fun.
fun. I could see why it was like a collaboration,
Mm.
because you can't really collaborate and be like, oh, check out our new collaboration with a Hazy IPA. It's like, bro, we already have those.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but not from both of us. Like,
Exactly.
what's so special about it?
It's got point.
We brewed it, they bottled it.
It's got 0.1% coffee.
Well, I hope they keep doing this, because this is the kind of stuff that people like.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, of course, we all want to stick to our guns and just say, you know what? I want to stick to my IPAs, my hazies, my sours, my stouts or porters. But every once in a while, you get this rare breed of beer.
Yes. And it's a
It's
risk.
a gargoyle.
Yeah. But when you
wizardry.
execute it well, it's fun.
Is that Harry Potter in there? So it's like an 8-bit castle, and there's is that a skyline in the back, or is that a bridge?
So it's like
It's just like,
I feel like it's like coast. It's
okay,
coast, and then there's
And
the
it's just like
sun.
in a big castle.
On an
Mm.
island.
I don't like talking about islands anymore, dude.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you today.
Hope you
We'll,
enjoyed this episode.
Yeah. We will keep doing this. And as we get better. Oh, that's the wrong music, dude.
I was gonna say, it's getting pretty deep right now.
What are we doing? But yeah. Sorry for the awkwardness.
It's just episode 2, okay?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brian.
This is Cisco.
Thank you for joining us.
It's been real.